Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Meredith. I'm your girl, Meredith.
Hey, I'm Jennifer.
Hey, you like that? I had the mic on this time.
Yeah, that's good.
Moving on up.
You should know, I'm always the same mic.
All right, fine. No, welcome, guys. We're here every Saturday morning, 8 to 9. You can catch us, too, just kind of gabbing, of course, catching up on our lives, things going on. And we love to showcase and really spotlight a lot of the great talent and leaders in our organization, in our community. Hello. And that is going to be the case today. Like always, we've got JR with Guns to Hammer Construction coming up. And they are a great nonprofit organization that's, we'll find out how long they've been, what inspired and everything. But I got to tell you, they they retrofit and go in and help a lot of the vets that are disabled, that are having trouble accessing whatever in their home. And I'm sure, JR is going to be able to expand on it. That being said, I was looking at all the videos on their Facebook page about everything they've been able to do thus far. And it was so cool how they make the access ramps. They help to expand the bathroom so that those in wheelchairs, anything that they would need to make life easier for them and feel independent, it's amazing, right? So I was like, gosh, this word work is wonderful. I would love to be able to do it. And then it started making me think about the debacles I've had. So that being said, it inspired our top 3 today.
Yes.
Now, they know what home improvement is, but we know what home improvement debacles are. Okay, so
Correct.
That's going to be our top 3. Jen, why don't you lead us off?
Okay.
All right.
Lead us off?
Yeah, pretty much. Lead us off. Thank you.
Okay. The first one, I guess it would be a debacle. So, my dad had just replaced the floor and put in like a wood parquet floor in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what wood parquet is, but go ahead.
well, the little snap together wood floor.
Yeah.
Okay. I had gone over there. Jensen was much younger. I was probably getting him a bottle of milk. And I missed the shelf putting it in there. I dropped an entire gallon of milk on the floor right in front of the refrigerator. And now the floor is
soaked,
messed up. This was years ago, but it's messed up and it needs to be replaced. And Dad keeps saying it wasn't the milk, but I swear it was. I swear it seeped in between those slats and probably warped the floor. So, sorry. So, I guess I messed up my dad's home improvement.
Aww. Well, that, I'm pretty sure, that probably contributed. I'm like, that milk's going to... It marinates a while, then the things that it can do. All right, good to know. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I did one for a family member too, or not intentionally, but my little man, I want to do home improvements and stuff. And for his room, I wanted to make it his. So recently, he's got a love for J.J. Watt. Who doesn't? I happen to be wearing my Texan shirt today. Hello, J.J.
Right.
Trying to wink. Don't know how.
I got 99 problems, and he ain't one of them.
Watch out. Although we did. Anyway.
Anyway.
That being said, so they have the fat heads, right?
Yes.
So I had a great idea. I was like, ooh, for Christmas, we'll do a huge J.J. Watt fat head, and I'll put his room, just deck it out, right?
Yes.
Well, I forgot that, it's E for effort. Okay, because I'm not necessarily, the most crafty of people. I look to my friends to help me with that. And but my particular friend Jerry, my girl, she was not available, so I was like, I could do this. So I was trying to paint navy blue or like a deep blue to go with the fat head. Needless to say, I forgot about the splatter factor. So I was in a hustle trying to work, trying to get it done, and ended up, taking a little bit of carpet and making it also just an extension to the wall.
Oh, nice.
But it wasn't, something intentional, so that was not ideal. But luckily, my girl Jerry knows what's up, and she fixed it. I don't know what magic she did. I don't know what she had in her bucket, but that girl came in.
She's like the Mr. Clean magic eraser.
If she cannot take it out, it is impossible. I'm going to tell you that, because she knows how to do anything, to make it better. So I remember I was just distraught because, of course, we're leasing. It's not our home.
Right.
And then plus I'm like, good night. I'm trying to make it all perfect because I had to take care of it more or less because I had to move everything back. And if I
Yes.
didn't take care of it, then I would have to wait. And, when you don't
Mm-hmm.
take care of it, I guess, I mean, almost immediately, but luckily Jerry was able to get it done the next day. So we were able to overcome it. And JJ Watt was on there. And thankfully she helped me put that on because, I would have gotten it all stuck somewhere and blah, blah, blah. But it was beautiful after the fact. But yeah, it was.
Yes, I've seen it. I loved it. As a matter of fact, I commented on it.
Yeah, he's so cute, and it's huge. Of course, it's lifelike. That's the thing that
Mm-hmm.
Fathead does on the body ones.
Yeah.
Like the heads. Obviously, I don't think they're lifelike. Remember the big, massive ones, but it's just so cool. So it still is on the wall today, and we love it. And
Yes.
luckily, the carpet hadn't been ruined because yeah, we are fairly new in the house, and that doesn't set a good precedence with the landlord
That's
when you're
right.
like, hey, hope you don't mind. I just got in here. I know you gave me permission to do the walls, but I'm also gonna have a little carpet action on
That's
here.
right. That's right.
Yeah, so that's one of my debacles that I definitely will always remember. What's your next one?
Okay, well, let's keep it going with paint. We were getting into a house, and so we had to, spruce it up before we could move in. And I was painting the kids' bathroom bright orange.
Ooh, okay.
And I was straddling the tub, standing on either side of the tub, trying to, get the wall above it and drop the paint
In the tub?
in the tub.
Okay. So it was contained chaos, in a sense.
It was, but that paint was expensive because we had to have it mixed.
Oh, well, plus, I mean, when you said you were standing on the tub, I'm like, oh no, this is a formula for disaster when you're having to balance
Yeah, it could have been bad.
Oh, it could have. So, how'd you get it out? Just put let the bleach kind of marinate for a few days.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad. Thank you for bleach because I know that's definitely a helper in my house. Not for the
It was
carpet.
sad watching all that money wash down the drain, though.
Oh, well, that must have been a fancy orange. Something. Okay, you're gonna have to show me.
Well, I mean, still, if you figure you pay like $15 for a gallon of paint,
Yeah.
that should have painted that whole bathroom because it was a little bathroom.
Oh, and you totally had to go back and get another.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that is a debacle. Now, this next one, a little larger though. I think I can one up you.
Okay.
All right. So we were again leasing in Houston, and it's actually one of the favorite houses that we've lived in, and it's wonderful. And my landlords, I've been really blessed. They've let us do whatever, and we don't mess things up intentionally. But we had an atrium, and I remember the screen on top of the atrium was very dirty, and like I felt like the leaves were all messed up. So I insisted that my husband change out the screen. I didn't know whatever screen he had picked, or I think we went together. So this is new territory. So we picked out this one screen to put in the atrium. So we go about our business, and I guess it was the next weekend. I had my brother over. This is something I hear after the fact. Okay, so I hear about. Did you hear what happened at the atrium today? And I was like, what are you talking about? My son's telling me. Well, we were sitting there in the living room. It was my son, my husband, and my brother. And I wasn't there, guys, but this is the story that I was told. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, they start hearing like this crazy scream, like scattering, scratching, everything. A squirrel had fallen into the atrium.
Oh, no.
And my husband's a bit of a Snow White, so he was like trying to get in there and help. And
Trying to.
I know, really. He probably would, but yeah, so he was trying to get in there, and of course, most people would be like, just shoot it. But my husband, no, he even likes to save the spiders, guys. So he got in there, and it was hilarious hearing about him trying to run around straight up for probably 10, 15 minutes trying to get this squirrel to go in this one box. And the funniest part to me is that he said, he looked over, and my brother was just frozen. He was like, just watching, like, Chris can do many things, but apparently squirrel catcher is not on the list. It was just so hilarious. Luckily, it was just the screen that got messed up. But needless to say, know what you're doing when you're going to put a screen in an atrium. And,
Yes.
don't let it be your first time. You want to know what you're doing before you just kind of mess something up. And luckily, the squirrel lived, if anyone was curious.
Yes.
All right, so that's my other debacle.
Okay. Well, you can go again because,
You've only had 2 debacles?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't do a lot of home improvement. Oh, I do have another one. Here we go.
Okay.
So after I got divorced, the kids and I moved into my aunt's old house. And the toilet cracked. The back of the toilet cracked. Okay?
Like the toilet top,
like
the back.
the bottom part.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it cracked in the back, but it cracked in a spot where water was leaking out. So anyway, I was going to have to replace the toilet. And I'm a very independent woman. I can do it myself. So I went to Home Depot and I bought me a new toilet. And I looked at YouTube on how to replace it. I double checked with my dad to be sure I had everything I need. And he's like, "Do you want me to come over there?" And I was like, "Nope, I can do it. I can do it myself. I got the tools." But the only problem was the water line was stripped. So I couldn't get it unhooked. Now I had the water turned off. So now my kids can't go to the bathroom because I've got the water turned off in the house. Because I'm trying to disconnect this water line, it's stripped, and so it just kept spinning and spinning, and it wouldn't disconnect from the wall. So Dad had to come over and replace the toilet anyway.
I totally feel you because I'm an independent woman too, and that's what I was waiting for. I was like, so how long did it take you to finally be like, dang it, I need help?
You can ask my daughter, I worked at it for a very long time.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Before I conceded and...
Well, see, you're braver than me because I'm not going to lie. When it comes to plumbing, I have I don't want to, more or less, I have a mini reputation in the family.
I had even thought about just cutting it off and getting a new... Maybe if I cut this hose off, then I can get the other part disconnected.
All the plumbers in the world are like, oh, they're just cringing probably at the idea.
I didn't.
Well, she got some assistance, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
So that's so funny. Well, and then ultimately, I imagine having a new toilet's pretty awesome, right? When you got
it was
there.
because it was, a taller toilet, so it didn't feel like a kindergarten toilet, and you just kept...
I worked at a place once that had really short toilets, and you never think about it until you're like, oh
exactly.
my gosh,
until you're on the way down, and
you're like,
you're
whoa,
falling forever.
Oh, I'm a visual. That was hilarious.
I'm gonna pee on myself on the way down before I get there.
Oh, look, such a lady. Thank you for sharing that. But no,
you're welcome. You're welcome.
My last one, I think that really tops it. Okay, other than the squirrel catcher, but this next one is just something that I've learned that, again, I'm limited in my skills as well, including sanding things down. So I have some couches, and furniture. One of my things is I'm adamant about I'm not getting new stuff until my son goes to college because I don't want to, invest in anything that my son or my dogs is going to mess up. It just kind of is one of my...
Because he's a slob?
Well, really,
he's a plopper.
He is. And plus, I'm a frugal Freddy, and it's kind of one of the things because, whenever they're jumping on it or trying to whatever, that's my...
Plop on the couch.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not replacing it. You can't, because that's how I roll. So, anyway, that being said, one of the legs was off. Like, when we moved, I noticed the little thing was. So, it was just one leg that was it was, for some reason, it was like all three were steady except this one, right? That was more like up too high. I don't know how to explain it. So I had an idea that I would take the little knob leg off and kind of sand it down. Well, I did not realize the power of a power sander or electric sander. So,
oh, Meredith.
I'm just saying it's for real. 30 seconds with a power sander is far different than 30 seconds of the woo, 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 woo. So when I put it back on, there was a lean, and it wasn't working really well. So I realized that I had to come up with a different plan. So it sucks, but... Again, back to my thing. I'm not getting new furniture till my son goes to college. Yeah, we got a brick under there.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. But you know what? It's a steady brick and it's even.
A cinder block.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, cinder block.
Cinder block. So, yeah, we roll, high and mighty. Got a cinder block under there, but I'm proud of it because I refuse to get new furniture until, again, I am free of any, spillage potential from my son and probably my dogs. I don't know. The dogs. Anyway, so that being said, those are my top 3 debacles. Now, I know we're limited in our home crafting skills, as far as home improvements, but I think, we're pretty good. We hadn't done anything too bad.
Yes.
Could be worse.
It could be worse.
Yeah. That being said, it was top 3 inspired by our special guest today, JR with Guns to Hammers Construction. The reason we're talking about our home improvement debacles is because Complete 180 is what their team does. They go out and really retrofit these homes for a lot of disabled vets that aren't able to get access or be as independent as they like. So you're going to want to stick around and find out about this wonderful organization. In fact, we've got JR coming up next. So y'all stay tuned. We've got more of Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth coming up next. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, guys. Be sure to check us out every Saturday live, 8 to 9 on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1. Also on irlonestar.com. But more importantly, subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear. Leave us your comments, right?
Yeah.
We want to hear from you, all right? Check us out online, too. Where can they find us online? Damn it, woman, that's what you're supposed to say, the social media. Grit and Grace Texas at gmail.com. Online, all our social media platforms are at Grit and Grace Texas. Be sure to connect with us, guys.